Chomper, and thank you so much for joining me today on my channel. So this is the beginning of this fun little mini series I'm going to be doing on my channel. It's just about crafting for your friends and your pen pals, happy mail ideas, using up paper collections, and creating for your crafty Galentines. Today I'm using this beautiful paper collection, and I'm going to show it to you in detail in just a second, but I am making these fun 6x6 mini albums, and this is an amazing way to kill or use up a paper collection. And when I say paper collection, I mean these collections where you get the double-sided paper and the sticker sheet. I did buy the Ephemera Packs also, so you can get those if you want, but you don't need them. And if you have a bunch of these like I do, I like to find ways where I can just mass produce a bunch of stuff that's still artsy, still creative, and send it out to my pen pals, family, friends, put it in my Etsy shop, whatever. So I have created these three right here, and we're gonna make one together. So I have made this style of mini album on my channel before, and I am going to kind of make these a little bit different, but the base of the album is the same, so we'll do a full tutorial, and this is just a great way to use up your paper. So I had so much fun with it. Let's get into it. I'm gonna show you these three, and then we're gonna make one together. Okay, so we'll do this one first. I just embellished these very simply. They're super cute. The paper does all the work. Basically with these, you use one piece of 12 by 12 paper, and then you can bring in scraps from another piece or use a full another sheet to decorate the inside. So here is the inside of this one. So it flips over like that and then up like this. So I call this the easiest mini album ever. So let me show you again how that went. You just flip this over like this, and then this flips up. You got lots of goodies and pockets, and then this page flips out and you have lots of room for pictures here. This doily that I put on, it's like a cardstock doily. You can do all kinds of journaling on here or a note to your pen pal. And then here I just simply embellish this, and this paper is super pretty. It reminds me of like a vintage Valentine. So I just added a cute little doily over here and a sticker, and then I included 2 journaling cards from the paper collection. You can put as much stuff in this pocket as you want, and then same goes for this side loading pocket. You can put just as much stuff in here as you want, pictures, ephemera, little notes or letters to your pen pal, gift cards, whatever. So then it just closes like this, and then that's the back. We're gonna do one more thing to decorate this at the very end of the video, but there's that one, and let me show you the other two. Collection I'm going to be using in today's video. I absolutely love this. My husband got this for me from scrapbook.com, and he got it for me for Christmas. And this is the new Valentine collection. It's called My Valentine by Cartabella. So I'll take you through the prints, but I'll have this linked below just in case you want to go get it. Again, don't have to rush to have it by Valentine's Day because you're going to love this. If you're into like floral and sweet things like cakes and sprinkles and stuff, you're gonna love this collection. So this is a great project also, let me just mention, to use up an entire paper collection. So also, if you aren't familiar with Cartabella paper, it has a really thick and nice, almost fabric-y texture, so you will really fall in love with it. thing, you need 2 pieces of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. And I'm using double-sided. You don't technically need double-sided paper, but I think it makes it a little more decorative. Dark pink, light pink, and white plaid. And it has the watercolor hearts on the back. And then I'm choosing this one, which has little teeny tiny hearts, super cute, and this pretty floral. So the first thing I'm going to do is choose the one that's going to be my main base, and that's going to be this one. So first thing I'm going to do is just make sure this is a true 12 inches. And that means I'll just stick it here in my paper trimmer and cut off the branding strip. So I've got it all the way down to 12 inches, and I'm just going to cut this off. So now we have a true 12 by 12 sheet. Since this is going to be like a standalone album, I'm going to go ahead and score it. But if you don't have a scoreboard, you're just going to simply fold it in half like this, open it up, and fold it in half the other way. So I'm going to stick it in there and score right down the middle at 6 inches. So if you're new to like scoring and having a scoreboard, just don't press too hard because you don't want to rip through the paper. But you do want to have a nice, crisp score line. So you saw what I did. I scored it 6 inches, and then I'm turning it and just scoring it down 6 inches again. The next thing we do is just fold on the score lines. So the side facing up is going to be the inside of your album, and then this is going to be the outside. So what I want to do is turn it this way, because the inside is where I'm going to mat the pages and add some pockets. But before we do that, we just need to cut out this panel up here. So just take a pair of scissors and follow the score line here and here and just cut that out. Okay, so we just cut this piece out and save this scrap because we're gonna need it later. And I want my album to close like this and like this. I want to take a little sliver off of this edge here, so that way when we close it, it will have a flat close and it won't kind of stand up because this edge is in the way. So very easy, I'm just gonna take my scissors and cut that little sliver. Go to close it, it's gonna close nice and flat, and we're gonna decorate it. It's gonna look so cute. So I'm gonna take this scrap that we used and I'm gonna cut this down to 3 inches by 6 inches. You're gonna turn it to where the top of your paper, if you have a designated top of the paper, is at the right, and cut it down to 3 inches. So now what we come up with is 2 pieces that measure 3 by 6. We just cut it in half. So this is the inside page, and we're going to glue this down like a pocket. Just like this. So I'm gonna glue the 2 sides and the bottom. I'm using this Scotch quick drying tacky glue. So what we're gonna do is something really cool. I'm gonna cut this down to 11 inches by 5.5. So it's gonna be 11 inches wide by 5.5 up and down. The top is at the left, so we're gonna cut this down to 5.5 inches. Okay. So on this one, it didn't really matter because these hearts are all different ways. And then you're gonna put this in and cut it down to 11 inches. And all you're gonna do now is fold this in half. And I think I wanna do, let's see, I think I'm gonna do it to where the plaid is on the outside, but whatever paper you have, you can decide. So just fold this right in half. And I'm gonna take my little bone folder thing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is bring over your little album, and without unfolding it, you just wanna kind of see how it's gonna be framed. So you're gonna mat this page over here and see how it has a really nice border all the way around. This is gonna be a little flip out page that you can open and have more room to add photos. And that's just a really easy way to add more real estate to your album. So I'm gonna grab my controversial scrapbook.com roller that I have like 25 of these things because I was obsessed with them, but as I mentioned in a previous video, they're kind of letting me down a little bit. But I'm working with what I have right now. I'm not gonna waste my supplies. And so if this was like a junk journal or a mini album where I was like holding things together, I wouldn't use it. But we're just simply matting a page. I'm gonna give this another chance. Turn this over and add adhesive to this entire panel. Get this as even as possible. And press it on down. You can use your bone folder to burnish that down with the glue. And see, the hearts are going every which way, so it doesn't really matter which way you put it on there. And then of course, we're gonna be decorating this cute page. But I just love how this turned out because now it flips out. You can put something over here, you can put something here. You could have glued here, here, and here, and this would have been a pocket. But I wanted to just kind of mat it solid here. So up here, I think I want to add maybe a side loading pocket. Okay, so now that we have the basic construction all done, I want to decorate this, and as you saw in the beginning of the video, I did a very simple decoration on the front. I used these 4x4 cut-aparts from the collection, and I'm gonna do the same for this one. And I will fill up the pockets and decorate a little bit on the inside. Okay, so I'm all done decorating this. I just want to put one more little finishing touch on this and the other three. But let's first do a quick flip through of my completed mini album. So here's my cover. Again, you just open it like this. And in here, I decided to put this big oversized heart doily on here. And this is from a pack that I got at Target. Let me show you. This was in like the little crafty aisle at Target, and you get so many of these. You get 50 altogether, and these two are like heavy duty cardstock, but this red one has like a velvety texture to it. I really love it. It reminds me of like a vintage Valentine card. I love that, and it's giving me some more ideas on how to do some other projects. But anyways, you can do lots of journaling on here or add photos. And then this is our little flip out page. I just added a journal card here, and then there's a lot of room in here for photos. So then this flips up, and we have our 2 pocket pages. So this one first, I just decorated with a sticker from the collection and this cute doily. And then you can just stick anything you want in these pockets. One time I made one of these for winter, and I'll link that right here for you so you can go watch it. And I do show how you can add pictures to this. So in here, I just added this beautiful white doily, and you can do a lot of journaling on there, and a really pretty journal card. And then this is really cute. It says, "Some of the things I love about you." So if you're sending that to your pen pal, you can fill it out. And then those just get tucked in here. And then up here is a side loading pocket, and I just put some ephemera and little journal cards in there. You can, again, fit more stuff in these pockets. And it's so easy to make these and mass produce them for all your Galentines or family members. But let me show you the last finishing touch that I'm going to be putting on all of these albums. I have all this beautiful, stunning seam binding from my favorite Etsy shop, MyScrapcabin. She has the most amazing and best quality crinkled dyed seam binding. So I have all these beautiful colors for Valentine's Day, and I'm going to use these to close my little albums. I'm going to link her shop below, and since I have these in the package, I'm going to go ahead and give you the color names since I have them with me. So I'm going to do that in rouge color. Oh my gosh, this one's going to look perfect for this one, and this is Melon. Super pretty. This is called Dusty Pink. And then for this one, I think I'm going to do a pretty red on this one because it's got red in the little flower petals and in here. So this one is called Rose. Perfect. I'm just going to make it like a loose closure. It's good. So I just cut a length. Seam binding just adds such beautiful texture to projects, whether they're vintage or not. So sometimes if it's really long like that, I like to do a double bow. And yeah, totally don't need 48 inches, you guys. So then I'm going to take it and tie it in another bow with these loops. And that is just gorgeous. I'm going to snip off a little of the excess. Look how that just dresses it up, and it looks so pretty. So there's that one. And okay, so I think what I will do is, those are all finished, and the seam binding looks so pretty on them. Looks like a little present. So here's all the beautiful 6x6 mini albums. Here's the one we made together, and I hope that you'll give this a try. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you will consider sticking around and subscribing if you haven't already. So I'll be back very soon with another fun, simple tutorial video, and I hope that you'll give this one a try. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.